Strength training to preserve muscle mass. The secret to staying strong, independent, and youthful after 70. Why strength matters more than ever as we age. Picture this. You're 72 years old, sitting in your favorite armchair, watching the sunset paint the sky in hues of orange and pink. It's a peaceful moment, but then you realize something unsettling. That simple act of standing up from the chair feels harder than it used to. Your legs feel weaker. Your arms don't lift as effortlessly, and even carrying groceries seems like an Olympic feat. What's going on? Is this just getting older, or is there more to the story? The truth might surprise you, and it's not about walking more. While walking has long been hailed as the ultimate exercise for seniors, doctors are now sounding the alarm. Relying solely on walking after 70 could actually accelerate aging rather than slow it down. Why? Because walking alone doesn't do enough to preserve muscle mass, which is the foundation of strength, balance, and independence as we grow older. Without strong muscles, everyday tasks become Herculean challenges, and the risk of falls, injuries, and loss of mobility skyrockets. But here's the good news. It's never too late to turn things around. By incorporating strength training into your routine, even if you've never lifted a weight in your life, you can reverse muscle loss, regain your vitality, and reclaim your independence. In fact, studies show that maintaining muscle mass is directly linked to longer life expectancy, better mobility, improved brain health, and a higher quality of life. So let's dive deep into why strength training is so crucial after 70, how it works, and what you could do to get started today. The silent thief. How sarcopenia steals our strength. Imagine waking up one morning and finding that someone had quietly snatched away pieces of your body overnight. Not visibly, of course, no one would notice, but internally, your muscles are shrinking, your bones are weakening, and your energy levels are plummeting. This isn't science fiction. It's a real condition called sarcopenia, and it affects millions of people over the age of 70. Sarcopenia is the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength that occurs naturally with age. On average, adults lose about 3 to 8% of their muscle mass per decade after turning 30, but the rate accelerates dramatically after 70. For many, this process happens so subtly that they don't notice until it's too late. Suddenly, climbing stairs becomes exhausting, lifting objects feels impossible, and even standing up from a seated position requires effort. What makes sarcopenia particularly dangerous is its ripple effect on other aspects of health. Weak muscles lead to poor balance, increasing the risk of falls, a leading cause of injury among seniors. They also contribute to chronic pain, joint problems, and a decline in overall physical function. Worst of all, muscle loss can sap your confidence, leaving you feeling fragile and dependent on others. Now, here's the kicker. Sarcopenia isn't inevitable. Yes, aging plays a role, but lifestyle choices matter far more than most people realize. Walking, though beneficial for cardiovascular health, simply doesn't provide the resistance needed to build or maintain muscle. If you want to fight back against sarcopenia, you need to challenge your muscles with intentional, targeted exercises. And that's where strength training comes in. Debunking myths. Strength training isn't just for young athletes. When you hear the phrase strength training, what image pops into your mind? Do you picture a muscular 20-something pumping iron at the gym, veins bulging and sweat dripping onto the floor? If so, you're not alone. Many older adults shy away from strength training because they assume it's only for young athletes or bodybuilders. But nothing could be further from the truth. Strength training isn't about becoming a powerlifter or achieving six-pack abs, though those are great goals if that's what motivates you. Instead, it's about preserving the muscle you already have and building just enough strength to make daily activities easier and safer. Think of it as an investment in your future self, a way to ensure that you can continue doing the things you love without pain or struggle. Let me share a story to illustrate this point. Meet Robert, a 74-year-old retired teacher who prided himself on staying active. Every day, he walked 3 miles around his neighborhood, believing it was enough to keep him healthy. But one afternoon, while unpacking groceries, he struggled to lift a bag of flour that once felt light as a feather. Later that week, He found himself gripping the edge of the couch just to stand up. Frustrated and confused, Robert visited his doctor, who explained that his daily walks weren't enough to counteract the effects of sarcopenia. With guidance from a physical therapist, Robert began incorporating basic strength exercises into his routine. He started with resistance bands, performing gentle leg presses and bicep curls. Over time, he progressed to bodyweight squats and dumbbell exercises. Within months, he noticed a dramatic improvement, not just in his strength, but in his energy levels, posture, and overall sense of well-being. Today, Robert moves with ease, tackles household chores with confidence, and enjoys playing with his grandchildren without fear of injury. Robert's story proves that strength training isn't reserved for the young and fit. It's a powerful tool that anyone can use to stay strong, independent, and youthful, regardless of age or fitness level. Getting started. Simple exercises anyone can do at home. One of the biggest barriers to strength training for seniors is the misconception that it requires expensive equipment, a gym membership, or hours of grueling workouts. In reality, effective strength training can be done right in your living room with minimal gear or none at all. Here are some beginner-friendly exercises to help you get started. Wall push UPS. Stand facing a wall with your hands shoulder-width apart against it. Slowly bend your elbows to bring your chest toward the wall, then push back to the starting position. This exercise targets your chest, shoulders, and triceps without putting strain on your joints. Chair squats. Stand in front of a sturdy chair with your feet hip-width apart. Lower yourself into a seated position, tapping the chair lightly before standing back up. Focus on engaging your thighs and glutes throughout the movement. Resistance band rows. Anchor a resistance band to a door handle or sturdy object. Hold the ends of the band and pull them toward your torso, squeezing your shoulder blades together. This exercise strengthens your upper back and improves posture. Heel raises. Stand behind a chair or countertop for support. Slow melody. Raise your heels off the ground, balancing on your toes, then lower them back down. This simple move builds calf strength and enhances stability. Balance and stability exercises to prevent falls. The hidden danger of poor balance after 70. Imagine this. You're walking down a familiar sidewalk, just as you've done thousands of times before. Suddenly, your foot catches on an uneven crack in the pavement. For a split second, you teeter, arms flailing, heart racing, and then you fall. This scenario isn't uncommon among older adults, and it's a stark reminder of how critical balance is to maintaining independence. Falls are one of the leading causes of injury for seniors, often resulting in broken bones, hospital stays, and even long-term disability. Yet, many people underestimate the importance of balance until it's too late. Walking, while excellent for cardiovascular health, doesn't inherently challenge the stabilizing muscles in your feet, ankles, and core. Without targeted exercises, these small but vital muscles weaken over time, leaving you vulnerable to missteps and accidents. Take Edward, for example. At 76, he prided himself on staying active by taking daily walks around his neighborhood. But one day, while stepping off a curb, his foot landed awkwardly, and he nearly toppled over. Though he managed to catch himself, the incident shook him. "I realized I wasn't as steady as I thought," Edward recalls. His doctor recommended incorporating balance-specific exercises into his routine, such as standing on one leg, heel-to-toe walking, and controlled weight shifts. Within weeks, Edward noticed a dramatic improvement. He felt steadier, more confident, and less fearful of falling. Simple balance exercises anyone can do. The beauty of balance training is its simplicity. You don't need fancy equipment or a gym membership. All you need is a bit of space and determination. Here are some beginner-friendly exercises to try. Single leg stands. Stand near a counter or sturdy chair for support. Lift one foot off the ground and hold the position for 10 to 15 seconds. Switch legs and repeat. As you improve, gradually increase the duration or try closing your eyes for added difficulty. Heel-to-toe walk. Find a straight line, real or imaginary, and walk along it, placing the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of the other. This mimics a sobriety test and challenges your coordination. Weight shifts. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart. Slowly shift your weight onto one foot, lifting the other slightly off the ground. Hold for a few seconds, then switch sides. Tai Chi movements. Tai Chi is a gentle martial art that emphasizes slow, deliberate motions. Research shows it significantly improves balance and reduces fall risk in older adults. Why balance matters beyond fall prevention. Improved balance isn't just about avoiding falls. It enhances every aspect of movement. With better stability, you'll notice improved posture, smoother transitions between activities, and greater confidence in navigating uneven terrain. Plus, strong balance supports cognitive function by engaging both body and mind. So, if you've been relying solely on walking for exercise, consider adding these exercises to your routine. Your future self will thank you. Flexibility and mobility exercises to keep joints healthy. The silent creep of stiffness. Have you ever bent down to tie your shoes and felt a twinge in your back? Or turned your head to check your blind spot while driving and noticed it wasn't as easy as it used to be? These subtle signs of stiffness are early warnings that your flexibility and mobility may be declining, a process that accelerates after 70 if left unchecked. Walking keeps your legs moving, but it doesn't fully stretch your muscles or engage all the movement patterns your joints need to stay functional. Over time, this lack of variety can lead to reduced range of motion, chronic discomfort, and even joint pain. Consider Walter, a 78-year-old who loved his daily walks. Despite staying active, he began noticing stiffness in his hips and knees. Simple tasks like bending over or reaching for objects became increasingly difficult. His doctor explained that his joints were losing their lubrication and flexibility due to underuse. Gentle exercises to restore flexibility. The good news? Flexibility and mobility can be restored with consistent effort. Here are some effective exercises to incorporate into your daily routine. Neck rotations. Sit or stand tall. Slowly turn your head to the right, bringing your chin toward your shoulder. Return to center and repeat on the left side. Shoulder rolls. Lift your shoulders toward your ears. Roll them backward in a circular motion and release. Repeat 5 to 10 times. Knee to chest stretch. Lie on your back with your legs extended. Gently pull one knee toward your chest, holding it with both hands. Hold for 15 to 30 seconds, then switch legs. Ankle circles. Sit in a chair and lift one foot off the ground. Rotate your ankle clockwise 5 to 10 times, then counterclockwise. How flexibility supports independence. Greater flexibility means fewer aches and pains, better circulation, and improved posture, all of which contribute to a higher quality of life. By dedicating just 10 to 15 minutes a day to stretching, you can maintain the freedom to move comfortably and confidently. Don't wait until stiffness becomes debilitating. Start today. Core and posture exercises to protect your spine, the foundation of strength and stability. Your core is the powerhouse of your body, supporting everything from your spine to your internal organs. Yet, many seniors neglect core strength, assuming it's only relevant for athletes or younger individuals. Nothing could be further from the truth. A weak core can lead to poor posture, chronic back pain, and an increased risk of falls. Harold, 75-year-old retiree, learned this lesson the hard way. Despite walking daily, he noticed his shoulders rounding forward and his lower back aching more frequently. His doctor explained that years of slouching had weakened his core muscles, placing undue stress on his spine. To address the issue, Harold began incorporating simple core exercises into his routine, such as seated pelvic tilts and abdominal bracing. Within weeks, he experienced less pain, better posture, and even improved breathing capacity. Easy core exercises for seniors. You don't need crunches or planks to strengthen your core. Try these gentle yet effective movements. Seated pelvic tilts. Sit upright in a chair. Gently tilt your pelvis forward, arching your lower back slightly. Then tilt it backward, flattening your back against the chair. Repeat 10 to 15 times. Standing wall press. Stand with your back against a wall. Press your lower back into the wall while keeping your shoulders relaxed. Hold for 10 to 15 seconds, then release. Abdominal bracing. While sitting or standing, tighten your abdominal muscles as if preparing for a punch. Hold for 5 to 10 seconds, then relax. Repeat 10 times. The benefits of a strong core. A robust core not only protects your spine, but also enhances balance, reduces joint strain, and promotes a youthful appearance. Prioritize your core health, and you'll enjoy smoother, stronger movements for years to come. Joint protection and low-impact movements to reduce strain. Why walking alone isn't enough for joint health. While walking is a low-impact activity, repetitive stress on the same joints can accelerate wear and tear, especially as cartilage thins and joint fluid decreases with age. Raymond, a 77-year-old avid walker, discovered this firsthand when his knees began feeling stiff and achy. His doctor advised switching to low-impact alternatives like swimming, cycling, and Tai Chi, which provided relief without sacrificing fitness. Joint-friendly activities to try. Here are some low-impact options to explore. Swimming. The buoyancy of water reduces pressure on joints while providing resistance for muscle strengthening. Cycling. Whether stationary or outdoors, cycling is gentle on the knees and boosts cardiovascular health. Tai Chi. This ancient practice combines slow, flowing movements with deep breathing, promoting joint lubrication and relaxation. Chair-based stretches. Perform seated stretches to loosen tight muscles and improve joint mobility. Preserving mobility through joint care. By choosing activities that support rather than strain your joints, you can maintain ease of movement and prevent discomfort. Remember, healthy joints are the foundation of lifelong independence. These expanded sections delve deeply into each topic, offering actionable advice, relatable stories, and motivational language to inspire readers. Let me know if you'd like further refinements or additional content. Mental and cognitive exercises to support brain health. The mind-body connection, why brain health matters after 70. While physical fitness often takes center stage in discussions about aging, mental and cognitive health are equally vital components of longevity. Many people mistakenly believe that walking provides enough stimulation for both body and mind. While walking can boost mood and improve circulation to the brain, it doesn't fully engage the cognitive skills needed to stay sharp as you age. Research shows that cognitive decline isn't inevitable. It's something you can actively combat through targeted mental exercises. Just as muscles weaken without use, the brain requires regular challenges to maintain its plasticity, the ability to form new connections. Neglecting this aspect of wellness can lead to memory lapses, slower decision-making, and even conditions like dementia or Alzheimer's disease. Take Margaret, for example. At 73, she prided herself on staying physically active with daily walks around her neighborhood. But over time, she began noticing subtle signs of cognitive decline, forgetting names, misplacing items, and struggling to follow conversations. Concerned, she consulted her doctor, who explained that her brain needed more than just incidental engagement during her walks. Her doctor recommended incorporating mental exercises into her routine, activities designed to challenge memory, problem solving, and focus. Within weeks, Margaret noticed improvements not only in her mental clarity, but also in her overall confidence and zest for life. Simple mental exercises to keep your brain sharp. The beauty of mental exercises is their accessibility. You don't need expensive tools or specialized training. All you need is curiosity and consistency. Here are some easy yet effective ways to stimulate your brain. Puzzles and games. Activities like crossword puzzles, Sudoku, jigsaw puzzles, and chess are excellent for sharpening logic, memory, and pattern recognition. Even smartphone apps designed for brain training can be helpful. Memory challenges. Practice memorizing short lists, such as grocery items or phone numbers. Start with 3 items and gradually increase the number as your memory improves. Learning new skills. Whether it's picking up a musical instrument, learning a new language, or mastering a craft like knitting, acquiring new skills forces your brain to create fresh neural pathways. Mindful meditation. Spend 5 to 10 minutes each day practicing mindfulness meditation. This practice has been shown to reduce stress, enhance focus, and promote neuroplasticity. Reading and writing. Engage in activities that require deep concentration, such as reading novels or writing in a journal. These tasks encourage critical thinking and creativity. How mental exercises complement physical fitness. The connection between physical and mental health cannot be overstated. Studies show that combining physical activity with cognitive challenges amplifies the benefits of both. For instance, Tai Chi, a low-impact exercise discussed earlier, not only enhances balance and flexibility, but also stimulates the brain through its intricate movements and breathing patterns. Similarly, dancing combines cardiovascular exercise with the need to remember choreography, making it a dual-purpose activity for body and mind. By prioritizing mental exercises alongside physical ones, you're investing in a holistic approach to aging. Stronger cognition translates to better decision-making, improved emotional regulation, and greater resilience against age-related diseases. It's never too late to start nurturing your brain. The gains will ripple across every area of your life. A final thought: protecting your most valuable asset. Your brain is arguably your most valuable asset, influencing everything from your ability to communicate effectively to your capacity for joy and fulfillment. If you've been focusing solely on walking for exercise, consider adding mental exercises to your routine. Doing so ensures that you remain not only physically strong, but also mentally agile well into your later years. If you found this insight valuable, please comment 6 below to let me know you're here. Together, we can build a community committed to thriving at every stage of life. This new section builds on the original themes, while introducing a fresh perspective on brain health. Let me know if you'd like further refinements or additional content.